Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be a little story that I wanted to tell y'all for quite a while now. I never really got myself to do it though, because I don't know, I'm weird, but got this weird fucking encouragement for no reason, and now I'm doing it, so hooray, I guess. Anyways, it's a story that involves me, my friend, which I guess we'll call Avery, or Aurum, or nah. Like, I don't know how the fuck do you translate this name to English. I guess the closest thing would be Avery. I guess I don't know. So we'll call him Avery. There was another friend, but he didn't really take much, role in the story. And a cat, a stray cat that we found along our mystical, magical journey. So, anyways, it's a little background into the whole thing. Um, there was this whole celebration, I don't know, thing going on in our town. I guess the best way I could call it would be like these celebratory days of our town for insert reason here. I don't know why, but our town does this every single year, and I don't know if it's like the town's birthday or something like that, but it's there and it exists, and it's kind of huge for our town because there's like parades going on, fairs, a lot of concerts, a lot of other activities and shit like that. Crazy stuff. We didn't really care about it that much. We went around, the fairs, I guess, checked out some of the parades and stuff, but it wasn't really anything big. We didn't really care about it that much. The main things that we wanted to see during these days were the fireworks shows, because those were actually pretty cool, and we somehow knew those were going to be pretty cool. So, um, day one's fireworks were amazing, the whole show, and we decided to go check out days two, second day's fireworks as well, because why not? And this is when the story took part during the second day out of three during this whole town thing that was going on. So, next to this river, there was this whole concert going on, and we didn't really care about it that much because the bands that were playing were the mediocrest of mediocre kind of shit, that type of stuff, and we really didn't care about it at all. So, there were like 2 hours before the whole firework thing starts. So we decided to walk around town a little bit as we usually do, to wait through the time. We went to a market, got some shit, and we were on the other side of the river at the moment. We crossed through this little bridge that took us to this small little part of our town on the other side, and we were walking to this bridge made specifically for people, and it would have taken us straight to the where the whole thing was happening at, and we thought, we'll just walk around a little bit. We also called our friend and told him to meet us there on the other side, and we thought, hooray, we'll just walk around the other side, get there through the bridge, and we're all good. But turns out that the bridge was the object that they rigged with fireworks, for the whole display, and they wouldn't let us through. So, turns out that we had to either go back to the same bridge that we came from, which is like 3 kilometers, or take another bridge, which is also 3 kilometers away. So either way, it was the same shit, and um, we were like, fuck, man, we just called our friend, and now he's gonna wait us for like an hour and a half till we get there. But like, whatever, what's done is done. I guess we're gonna have to go through back through the bridge again. By the way, on a side note, like, our town does this all the fucking time. Like, there's something going on, and they never ever tell anyone that you're not gonna be able to drive through this road during that and that time, or you're not gonna be able to take this bridge. They never fucking do that. And when you, like, come over there, like, only then do you realize that, no, you're not going through here, you know? Like, that's kind of fucking stupid. They have a bunch of fucking useless information lying all over town, but they never ever inform about, like, this kind of stuff. And this is fucking important. You know, people drive back home. It's Friday, you know, hard going back home from work, and they see this shit. You know, there's a parade going on the road and you can't go through that road. It's fucking stupid. Our town really needs to stop doing this shit. But, you know, whatever, back to the story. So we decided we're gonna take the other bridge, you know, through this forest and to the bridge, and then another forest, and we'll get to the thing, because we really don't like taking the same roads we already took during that day. And, you know, we got down. We're about to start walking, but we found this little cat, you know, hanging out at the bottom of the bridge. And as our cat-loving instincts told us to do, we had to pet it. We just can't walk through a cat without petting it. And that was a big fucking mistake, because as we did that, that cat just, like, automatically got the idea that she needs to follow us. So yeah, that cat started following us. It was like during an RPG game. Cat has joined your party instantly at that moment, and she was not gonna leave us, seriously. So, I mean, at first we were like, cool, we have a little cat friend following us. Avery gave her a name, Plum, I think, if you would translate it. We'll just call her Plum. I guess I don't remember what exactly he called her. And it was different language word. I translated to Plum, I guess. So we'll call her Plum. So we had a little cat friend following us, and during the whole walk, it was really cool, everything about this cat following us, because you know, when you're playing a game, you know, let's say like GTA 5, for example, and you have a pet. In GTA 5 cases, it would be Chop. And you know that, like, stupid thing where there's like a fence or something, where, you know, something you gotta jump over, and you would think there's like no way your pet could jump over that, and there's like some stupid hole in the fence or something that shouldn't even be there. Like, why the fuck would it be there? You know, so your pet could, like, go through. Well, kind of similar shit was happening to us during this trip, because, like, there were like trees on the road and stuff like that, and there were these little, like, um planks on the road or something like that, so our cat could, like, walk over those trees, because there was no way she could, like, jump over them. And it was fucking hilarious. Like, why would those be there? You know, it's like game stuff. I don't know. That's how I could explain it. But it was adorable and weird and hilarious at the same time. Like, there were, you know, small little trees falling over rivers so she could, like, walk over them. You know, that type of stuff. It was fucking hilarious. So, um, we were, like, walking, and the further we got, the more we were starting to get concerned for this cat. We were, like, not expecting her to follow us this whole way, and we were, like, starting to think, like, what if she decides to ditch us somewhere mid-road, and, you know, she'll just get lost in this forest, and, you know, it's really not good. So we were starting to panic a little bit. It was like this extra thing we had to watch out for during our trip. Instead of having this, like, cute little Pokemon friend following us, we now had, like, a serious problem we had to, you know, keep an eye on. there were like cars driving on that road for no reason. It was like fucking 10 p.m. or something like that, and there's cars driving on that road. That road is fucking abandoned 24/7 on any single day. And now for no reason there were like two cars on that road 10 p.m. It was insane. I don't fucking understand. So we had to make sure that cat wasn't driven over or anything, you know. It was kind of fucking serious. We were panicking and it was getting dark. And then we got to the bridge, you know, like halfway point, checkpoint, video game stuff. And our cat wasn't going through this bridge at all. She didn't even get to it. The cars were scaring the shit out of her, and the bridge was scaring the shit out of her even more. So, you know, somebody had to sacrifice the possibility of getting, I don't remember what they're called, but these little things that can, like, little parasites that fuck up your hair. And then you just gotta, like, cut it off, I think. Or no, gotta use some chemical shit on it, you know, not nice, bad stuff. So, because this cat, you know, was stray, and it did look like she could possibly have some of those. But, you know, we are not gonna leave her in the middle of nowhere next to a fucking bridge that's next to a main road. And there's no houses, nothing there. So, first Avery took her and was carrying her for a little while, but like it was kind of hard to carry her when she was panicking like that. So then I took her and I was just running. My jeans do not hold on at all, so they were like falling. I had to use one of my arms to fucking get them back up. But, you know, I was still running, making sure that, you know, we get her to the other side and possibly, you know, back where we found her from. And we did, gladly. We took her to off the bridge further. We got on the path again. And, you know, that made us feel a little better. But it was super dark at that point. Like, we had to use our flashlights and shit to see if she was still following us. And she was getting tired as well. You know, panic wasn't going down at all. It was fucking crazy, but pretty cool at the same time. Like I said, this whole partner thing idea in our heads was kind of making it sound cool, but whatever. So, we got to the point in the path where we could hear the music from the concert. And again, we we make everything sound like, you know, it's video game shit. So the music at that point, as much as we could hear it, well, we could hear like a few frequencies because it was still kind of far away. So it was like kind of sad and speedy, like, you know, like hurry the fuck up, and sad at the same time, like making us feel like there's some major plot twist gonna happen here or something really bad. And, you know, we were just kind of hurrying up. There were like 20 minutes till the whole firework thing starts up. So we were kind of hurrying, making sure our cat follows us as well, so we couldn't really rush. And also, it was kind of dark, and when it's dark, my coordination just fucking dies. Like, you look around everywhere and everything just looks like this, like the same. Even if you're using your flashlight, it just doesn't do shit. So I was making sure that we're following the correct path, because we were in a forest at like 10:30 p.m. So, you know, and as we were getting closer, the music suddenly changed to this positive, energetic music, like, you know, you're about to do something, like you're about to beat a mission or something. Yeah, we were still comparing this whole thing to a video game situation. I know. So it turned to that. We got kind of positive, like we're about to get there, you know, but it was still just pitch black forest. Then I had to make the decision, because we came to this kind of like possibility to turn or to keep walking forward. And the music was coming from, the right, as we thought. But when you're in a forest, the whole thing can really fuck with your head. And, I just really didn't want to end up walking next to the river and wasting our time. But, we decided, okay, fuck it. We're going to make this turn. So we're walking and we see the lights, dude, of the main paths. We're like, oh shit, it's the fucking path. We fucking did it. We're nearly running at this point because it was like 7 minutes or something till the fireworks. But yeah, our cat was still there, so we were making sure, and we did it. We got to the thing. Our cat was trying to get out of the forest, but there were a lot of people, and she was shy. But they found her anyways, and everybody was like, "Oh, look at that little kitty cat! Oh, man, let's touch it, let's pet it," and everybody started petting her, and she just got out of there. So, it was really cool. The music was super positive at that point. We still couldn't hear it normally because it was like there's this bridge mount thing, and it was on the other side the whole concert. So we couldn't really hear the whole thing, but we could just hear these like positive bass vibes, low frequencies, and it was good enough for us. We told our friend to get down there. We were just sitting on the grass and we were telling him, we did it. We did a completely unnecessary, stupid thing and made this, night into a really interesting experience. I was just sitting down on the grass drinking, if I can remember well, like just cola. And really soon after that, the fireworks started shooting. So that was really cool. It was like a little celebratory thing for this whole journey we were on today. Like, not today, but, the cat thing. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. It felt like a movie. It felt like a game. I don't know if the story made any sense to you, but, I hope it did, and I hope you understand that it was fucking amazing and just crazy, and, we went back home after that day, and a little while later, Avery was walking, next to that place during daytime, and he said he saw the cat with some people, which he guessed would be her owners. Well, like, I don't know how that works because she was stray, but I don't know, maybe somebody took her. So that would be really, really cool. And yeah, that's the last I've heard of Plum, Slum, or whatever, ever since. So yeah, really, really cool story. I mean, I liked it. It was amazing. And I hope you liked it too. I hope it gave you a few laughs or something, So yeah, thank you for sitting down listening to this stupidity. And anyways, this was my first thing on YouTube. Well, not really the first ever, but on this channel. So thank